Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel Jazzland, where I'm all about decor and landscaping and some shopping. I haven't done a lot of shopping lately, but now I'm going to bring this project to you, mostly in a speed edit, mostly. And I'm going to do this, you'll be seeing this after it's all said and done. But I figured I would put this on my channel because, again, I am starting from scratch on a parcel, which I will tell you all about, to create my wedding venue. So I figured that's going to be a pretty big build, so it'll be good to put on the channel so you guys can see how I do it. But starting off for this first video, I'm going to talk through a few things that I'm doing, and then after that it'll probably be speed edit. So I don't know if it'll be one long speed edit. I don't know what it's going to be, but whatever it is, I'll post it on the channel and we'll see what happens. Alright, so let's see. About land, you can see this is an 8192 parcel, I do believe. Yeah, 8192. See it? Big old rectangle. And it has 4,166 prims. And we need the sunset. So when I change this to sunset, let's do it that way. The sunset is actually this direction. Now, it doesn't matter that there's stuff in front of us and around us because we are going to build this in the sky. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is set up a platform the size of this land. And I know that video I did on how to create a sky platform got a lot of views on it, so I figured this is a part I probably need to show in case people have never seen that or don't know how to do this. So, because I have a couple of shortcuts that I use. But the first thing that I'm gonna do is pull out my parcel boundary tracer. Now, if you don't have one of these, let me show you what you can do because I didn't know about this. If I can find it. Where's it? Was it under World? Is it under Advanced? I think it's under World. It's gonna take me a minute to find it. Okay, show more. So if you're in Firestorm, you go up to World and you go to show more. You can show property lines. And if you do that, I mean, it's kind of hard to see them. See them? It does show the property lines. Like mine is in this fuchsia or this bright lime green color. The next one next to me is in red. So you could use it that way if you don't have a parcel boundary tracer. But it will show you all the parcel boundary lines on the entire sim. See that? So, yeah. But I like to be able to see it from just this level. So I end up using a parcel boundary tracer. So on show more, I'm going to uncheck show property lines. And then we're going to res out my parcel boundary tracer, which I got on Marketplace. I got it on Marketplace. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it and I'm going to res, and it is going to trace out a parcel boundary for my entire parcel. And the reason I want this is because I'm about to lay out these prims and I want to make sure, especially since the corner is kind of marked over there, that I keep everything within the parcel boundary since we're going to move it up to the sky. So we're going to leave that resed. I'm going to create a prim and we are going to stretch it because this is going to be our platform. First I'm going to make it real skinny. And then I'm going to square it up like that. It is going to be a square. So I'm going to go to Object, and I'm going to go to the size. I want it to be a 64 by 64. So 64 meters for the X and 64 meters for the Y. The Z is what makes it flat. Whoops, it did 0.6, not what I wanted. There we go, 64 by 64. Now you see that? This is why I have to move it. And this is why I wanted parcel boundaries, to make sure that I get it inside the parcel boundaries, because I sure as heck don't want anything getting returned to me after building this, because I would cry if I spent all this time building this out and then part of it gets returned. I would definitely cry. Most definitely. Okay, let's move this over to the edge. To the edge. And I'm going to keep that right there because, you know, it's right on the edge of that. That should be good. Alright, and since it's a 128, which is 2 64s next to each other, by 64 meters. So we should just be able to take this. I'm going to hit shift, hold shift down, click and drag. It makes a copy. And we need to put that on this side and line it up. But that way I stay within my boundaries, and there's probably going to be a little bit of overlap here, which is fine. But because I am the way I am, I don't want overlap, so we're going to squish this. Aha, there was a lot of overlap. Do you see that? Alright, so that should be good. Right, so now I have this platform and it's glitching over the sand, which is fine because we're going to raise it up anyway. But at least now I know where my boundaries are to build on. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to link these. I selected, well, let me do that again. I selected this one first, and then I'm going to hold the shift key and click on this one. And now it grabs both of them, right? I hit Control Z to put it back down. I am going to link these two prims. Right now, it's two prims, so I selected both, 2 land impact. When I link it, it's still 2, but now they're put together and I don't have to worry about moving them separately. Alright, so that takes care of that. I just want to make sure, y'all, because I sure don't want my stuff getting returned. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're actually going to make this a little bit smaller, just to be on the safe side. Oops. Well, I said we were going to make it smaller. Now I can't. So let's edit linked. I'm going to edit this one. We're going to squish it a little bit this way, and then we're going to squish this one a little bit. Wow, that's too much. That way. Just to make sure that we don't go over anywhere. I'm going to move it straight up. What we're going to do is we're going to change the position of this object. Take off edit linked. Now it should be together. Yeah. Alright. Let me clear the parcel boundary because we don't need it anymore. And delete this because we don't need it anymore. Alright. Now. Oh, that's going to bother me because it's not. You see that? This is what I do. Like those little things get on my nerves. So we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. There we go. Good enough. Okay. Take that off. Alright, so when you're dealing with this, you see the different color arrows and you see these numbers up here. The X is the red arrow. Let me do it this way. The X is the position of the red arrow. So the X means moving this way. The Y is the green arrow. See that right there? So if I mess with the Y, it's going to shift it in this direction, back or forth. So I want to move it up into the sky. So we're going to do the blue arrow, which is the Z. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do, maybe, sometimes you can attach a chair, but I really don't want to do that. There's a quicker way to get your avatar up there. Okay, see position. So right now the position is 163.8, 31.9, 20.7. So the Z is rounded to 20.7. On this land, I can put a platform up in the sky. It has to be above 800 meters, but it can go up to 4,000. So usually what I do is I pick some random number. I just pick a random number for the Z. But I want it pretty high up, so let's do let's do 3, 7, 6, 8. Now I gotta remember this, you guys, because okay, 3768. So when I do that, it took my platform up to 3768. But I can't click on it because I'm still way down on the ground. So let me look at this because I want to make sure there's nothing around me. Doesn't look like there is. Let me put my draw distance up though. About 500. Because I don't want to look out and see other things, right? I just want it to be, I think we're good here. Alright, when I hit the escape key, I went to, this is at 3768. I hit the escape key, it's going to bring me back to my avatar. So in order to put myself in the same spot, I'm going to put GTH in local, GTH space 37, and I'm going to do 69 so that I'm 1 meter above the platform. Otherwise, you're just going to fall. So GTH 3769 and hit enter, and it puts me right up here with it. See that? I learned that trick. Instead of trying to attach chairs and all that stuff and get yourself up here with the thing, just put yourself a meter above. That's all you got to do. Now, here's the other thing. I'm going to turn it back on 6 p.m. Alright, so there's the sunset, which means I'm going to have, we're going to face this direction. So the landing point needs to be way down here. Right, Jazz, why are you walking, girl? There we go. So the landing point for the whole venue needs to be on the opposite end because we want to face the sunrise. I mean the sunset. Just kidding. Sunset. I am notorious for falling off of platforms, so I have to be really careful. So I'm going to put the landing point about right here for now. We can always change it. Alright, so let me make a landmark. Landing point. I'm going to save that. Alright, so that's in there. Okay, there's the landing point. I'm actually going to move that to my favorite. Well, hang on. I actually need to share it first, and then I'll put it away. Uh-oh. Where? Oh, there. There we go. Select, share. Alright, that's done. Now I'm going to move it to my favorite so it shows up on my favorites bar. There we go. Okay, good. That's done, so I won't forget to do that. Whoops. Okay, so there's landing point set. The next thing I want to do is move off from the edge because I sure will fall off this, y'all. Sure as I'm standing here, I'll fall off. The next thing I want to do is, I learned this from Martha Simmons' channel, Simonds, And she does a lot of speed edits and makes these gorgeous like landscapes, and just, it's incredible. If you haven't checked out her channel, go check that out. But yeah, Martha Simmons. But she makes her platform, like when she was doing a lot of landscaping with plants, she made her platforms black so that she could see everything against it, and it really did make a big difference. She's like, I can't see my plants and stuff, I can't see good if I don't make that black. So that was a tip that I picked up because I tried it and I really liked it. So let's make this blank, and for right now we're gonna make this black, this platform, because that way I can see everything that I lay down, well, except for grass. But we're gonna start with landforms and rivers and stuff and waterfalls, so this is going to be better. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the object tab. I'm going to lock this platform so I don't accidentally delete it. See, if I try to delete it, it's going to say that it's locked. Do I want to delete? No, I don't. So that's another thing I learned about my platforms, is I lock them in place. And then I'll probably put a grass texture on this when I'm done, just so it matches everything. But yeah, so this is gonna be the beginning of the wedding venue. Look, I feel like I'm gonna fall off the edge, you guys. I always feel like I'm gonna fall right off the edge. Okay, but anyway, that is how I am going to begin. So I just wanted to do a quick video on that to show you guys how I set up the platform, and introduce what I'm going to be doing, and then the rest of it I can do as speed edits, because I don't know how long it's going to take me, and I don't want to have to talk all the way through all of them, so they're going to be speed edits. I will not live stream any of this part, just because I need to get it all done by a certain date. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching the beginning of it, of this next project. Make sure that if you haven't subscribed, you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I put out another video or I go live again. And please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, because it helps my videos be seen on the YouTubes. Also, by this time we will have parcels to rent. Kendra from the Kendra Project, I call her Kendra Boo. Kendra Boo and I live on a sim where we made 4 rentals and made a common space and a farm and games and all kinds of stuff. So that should already be out at this point. We do have a Discord group, and Kendra Boo has an in-world group, so there's lots of ways to get in touch with us. But I will put that information down in the show notes for this video. So if you're interested in checking out Kendra's channel, go look at Kendra Boo's channel. We do decorating projects together, and now we're going to be doing rental projects together, and starting with the ones on our sim. So that's as of June of 2024. So this will come out in July of 2024. Just know that. Okay? Okay. Alright, you guys. I will see you on the next video as we get started building a wedding venue. Here we go.